Get ready for action. Noche UFC has arrived in San Antonio, bringing with it high-energy matchups and a celebration of Mexican Independence Day. However, not everything went as planned, and there are some moments here that fans will be debating all week. Curious what happened? Buckle up. The Frost Bank Center played host to a thrilling night of fights, headlined by an electrifying featherweight tilt between top-ranked Diego Lopes and the fast-rising Jean Silva. But that's not all. The event also featured a clash between two of the strawweight division's most ambitious contenders, as Tatiana Suarez, currently ranked number 2, squared off against Amanda Lemos, ranked number 4. Each fighter had her sights set on championship gold, and this was their moment to shine. Mark your calendars. Noche UFC, Lopes vs. Silva, took place on Saturday, September 13th, in San Antonio, and was streamed live via the ESPN app. Prelims got underway at 3 p.m. ET, 12 p.m. PT, and the main card kicked off at 6 p.m. ET, 3 p.m. PT. For die-hard MMA fans, there was no shortage of excitement or drama, and some outcomes left even seasoned viewers in disbelief. Live results, in-depth recaps, backstage insights. This very page kept viewers updated throughout fight day, delivering real-time summaries, deep-dive fight breakdowns, and candid interviews with every victorious athlete. If you missed it, here's what went down in the opening matchups. Zachary Reese versus Sedriques Dumas ends in no contest, accidental foul, 0-51 round 1. The anticipation was high for the showdown between middleweights Zachary Reese and Sedriques Dumas. Unfortunately, fans were left with more questions than answers after a thunderous, accidental low blow halted the battle less than a minute in. Reese, attacking from a southpaw stance, landed a powerful kick to Dumas' groin, causing immediate pain and forcing Dumas to the mat. Despite being given nearly the full 5 minutes to recover, Dumas could not continue, and the fight was declared a no contest. Frustrating, right? Many expected fireworks, but fate and a stray kick had other plans. Does this kind of ending rob both fighters' momentum, or is it just the nature of combat sports? Sound off in the comments below. Alden Coria defeats Alessandro Costa by TKO, strikes, 0-47, round 3. Making the most of his short-notice UFC debut, Alden Coria made a major statement by finishing seasoned competitor Alessandro Costa early in the 3rd round. Coria, a training partner of rising flyweight Joshua Van, impressed right from the opening bell. He dazzled with stance changes and feints, maintaining control throughout the 1st round. Even when Costa managed to take Coria's back briefly in the 2nd, Coria skillfully reversed the position. The tide firmly turned in round 3. Costa, seemingly compromised by a leg injury, wilted under Coria's relentless pressure, leading to a stoppage via strikes. Coria's unbeaten streak continues at 5, and with his strong team and regional accolades, could he be Houston's next breakout UFC contender, or is it too soon to anoint him? Chime in below if you think the hype is justified. Montse Rendon wins split decision over Alice Pereira. 28-29, 29-28, 30-27. The night began in triumphant fashion for Mexico's Montse Rendon, who outlasted UFC newcomer Alice Pereira in a gritty split decision. Despite an 18-month layoff, the 36-year-old Rendon wasted no time pressing forward, trying to assert dominance over the 19-year-old prospect. After a rather slow-paced opening, Rendon turned up the heat in the 2nd round, threatening submissions from Pereira's back. The final round returned to a more tentative, strategic battle, but ultimately 2 of the 3 judges favored Rendon's consistent pressure and control. Now 2 wins into her 3-fight UFC career, Rendon not only handed Pereira her first loss, but also sparked conversations about experience versus youth in MMA. Was this a tactical masterclass, or did Pereira's inexperience show? There's plenty of room for debate. Daniil Donchenko, the Ultimate Fighter 33 winner, defeats Rodrigo Sezinando by TKO, strikes, 4-27, round 1. And here's where it gets exciting for tough fans. Daniil Donchenko, fresh off winning season 33 of The Ultimate Fighter, delivered a blistering performance against fellow finalist Rodrigo Sezinando. The Ukrainian phenom didn't waste any time, launching sharp elbows and cutting open his opponent right from the bell. Even a pause for a low blow didn't stall his momentum. Donchenko unleashed a barrage of punches along the fence, forcing the referee to step in late in the first round. Only 24 years old and already riding a 5-fight winning streak, Donchenko's aggressive style and flair for damage make him a promising new force in the welterweight division. But is he ready for top-tier talent, or does he need more seasoning first? It's a conversation that could divide fans and pundits alike. Coming up, Tatiana Suarez versus Amanda Lemos. As the night progressed, all eyes turned to the women's strawweight matchup between Tatiana Suarez, 11-1, hailing from Rancho Cucamonga, California, and Brazil's Amanda Lemos, 15-4-1. Both women are in the title picture, and both were hoping to leave San Antonio with a statement win at 115 pounds. Whether you prefer Suarez's dominant grappling or Lemos's power striking, this was a pivotal fight in the division's landscape. Featured prelim, Alexander Hernandez versus Diego Ferreira. Another can't-miss matchup on the preliminary card saw San Antonio's own Alexander Hernandez aiming for a 4th win in a row when he clashed with veteran Diego Ferreira, fighting out of Dallas by way of Amazonas, Brazil. With both men eager to climb the lightweight rankings, this bout promised fireworks and maybe even a bit of local rivalry tension for Texas fans. Don't blink. Noche UFC. Lopes versus Silva delivered drama, high-level action, and more than one controversial talking point. The event ran live from the Frost Bank Center on September 13, 2025, with prelims starting at 3 p.m. Eastern Time, 12 p.m. Pacific, and the main card kicking off at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, 3 p.m. Pacific. Here's what I want to know. Which moment from the prelims surprised you the most? Are there any decisions you disagreed with? And on the subject of the no contest between Reese and Dumas, do you think the UFC should change the way accidental fouls are handled? Let's hear your thoughts. Leave a comment and join the conversation.